Hey guys, how you doing? This is Juan with Liberty Graphic Designs, and today we're gonna be embroidering ski masks. So don't go anywhere. Okay, so for today's video, we're gonna be embroidering ski mask. I already did a bunch of regular beanies, so I'm gonna show you what we do or how we actually embroider stuff that it's, you know, this type of material. It's kind of tricky when you go to embroidery because a lot of the lint will show through the fiber, not the fibers, but through the embroidery. So let me show you the steps that we do to embroider. I'm gonna do 12 of them. I'm gonna do them on this machine. This is the newest machine that we purchased. It's actually a pretty old machine. It's a 97, but it runs really good. So that's what we're gonna be doing. Let me show you how we prep beanies, and in this case ski mask or this type of material, so you guys can get the best results. So as you can see, we already got a bunch of beanies. Actually, it's about 24 beanies, and then it's going to be 12 ski masks. But this type of material, if you don't prep the material correctly, you will get the lint or the material show through the embroidery. And as you can see, this one, it's perfect. So there's no material showing up through the embroidery. And let me show you what we do. In this case, I'm just using one piece of tearaway. And the reason why we call it tearaway is because, you know, you can tear it away. That's why this backing is called tearaway. If you got the other one that's cutaway will not tear. Let me show you. So there's different types of backing. Like you saw, this one was the tearaway. And I buy this in big rolls, and then I just got it to size. Again, there's different types. This is a 2.2 ounce tearaway. This is a 2.4 ounce cutaway, and cutaway is really hard to tear it. See how it doesn't tear? You can't tear it nice and straight like you can with this one. So this one cuts like paper. So you can see that. So this one will cut more like paper. This one you need to cut it with scissors. So again, that's why this is called cutaway. This is called tear away. That's what we're using. We're using one layer of tear away. So then I'm using the mighty hoops. And then all we got to do now is slide this underneath the backing. And it has to go all the way in the back. So I'm not removing the tag because this is actually going to a store. And so I cannot remove the tag, and sometimes those tags get in the way. So we got to be very careful. Once you have the first piece of the hoop, then we're going to take this, and this looks like a piece of plastic. Well, it is a piece of plastic, but it looks like a piece of plastic bag. And what this is water soluble backing, and that's going to go on the front. That's the actual trick to getting your embroidery where the fabric doesn't push through the embroidery. That's all it is. So let me get another one ready just so I can show you. And as you can see, I'm using magnetic hoops. This one is actually from China. I happen to have this one in yesterday. I ordered one set to see what they look like. And to my surprise, they're actually working really good. So it's a lot cheaper than this one right here. This is the mighty hoop. This one is $135. This one is a lot cheaper than that. So that's why I ordered one from China to see what they look like. And like I said, to my surprise, they work really good. So again, make sure that we push the hoop all the way until it hits the back, because we don't have a lot of room to embroider. And then You don't need more than one for this type of work. One would do the trick, just like that. And don't worry if it's not, you know, stretched. If it's got wrinkles like that, don't worry, it'll still work. As a matter of fact, let's grab this one, let's load it on the machine, and we can start with this one. Okay, so now when we load it on the machine, actually the arm is going to be inside the ski mask. But you want to make sure that this doesn't fold over, because if it folds over, it'll embroider on itself, and you don't want that because you will ruin that. So we're going to slide that in there. And again, making sure that this went all the way in the back and it's not folded underneath the hoop. So now what we're going to do is we're going to trace it, making sure that the machine is not going to hit the hoop. And for that, it's very easy. We just set the machine into trace, manual trace, then it'll start beeping. So now you see a lot of people, they actually hold the needle with their finger like this. That is incorrect, because if something happens, say for example you hit the machine by mistake, your finger is right there, so it's gonna grab your finger. So what you want to do is right above that, where the needle is, this is the presser foot, right above that, it's where the needle is holding on. So you want to have your finger on top. However, on this machine, even though this is an older machine, let me pull this thread because I don't want to mess it up. Even though this is an older machine, this one, you can actually push the needle and it'll stay down like that. So it'll stay down, and now we can do our trace. Just like that. So now that we know that our embroidery field is clear, that a needle is not going to hit the hoop, we can start the machine. So now for cleanup, if you notice, we still got some plastic right there, right? And then we have those small pieces of thread. I don't know if you can see them, but there's some right there. For the plastic itself, you get a towel, spray it with water, that's it. And then, remember at the beginning I told you that was water soluble? So that's it, that's all you need. Just wet it out and then it'll come off. Okay, so once you remove the plastic with a wet towel, just rubbing it off, it'll come off. We still have to clean up those small pieces of thread. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. One way of doing it is you can clean them up with one of these scissors. An easier way, however, you use fire. You just gotta be careful not to burn the beanie, or in this case a ski mask, and that will give you a very close clean. Now we're gonna flip it inside out, and on this side you're gonna be able to see it more because you have a lot more pieces of thread. That's how easy you can clean those pieces of thread. So there you go. That's how you can clean the front of it. Again, with the water, that's all you need, is just spray it with water and a towel, so you can just wipe off the excess stabilizer, or water soluble stabilizer. And then we use a torch to get rid of all the little pieces of thread in the back and in the front. It's as simple as that. So there you go. That's it. This is it for this video, guys. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments below. It was a pleasure like always, guys. Thank you. If you haven't subscribed, guys, please subscribe and ding the bell so you're notified when we upload new videos. Thank you, guys. It was a pleasure like always, and I will catch you on the next one. God bless you. See you later. Bye-bye now. Adios.